Hello, welcome back to sociology. Okay, so this next part is going to be about linguistic landscapes and cultural scripts. So let's get started. A linguistic landscape. Let's look at the basics of a linguistic landscape. Let's break it down. What is linguistic and what is landscape? I want you to pause this video and jot down as much as you can think about in regards to what is defined as linguistic and what is defined as landscape. Welcome back. All right, so let's explore. Linguistic is languages, symbols, gestures, images, and then landscapes is a given territory or region. So, linguistic landscape refers to the visibility and salience of languages on public and commercial signs in a given territory or region. Let's go a little further on this. When we talk about language, what comes to mind? Take a minute to make a list of all the things that you've come up with. Welcome back. All right, now that we have this list, let's go a little bit deeper. Languages is a system of symbols, signs, and gestures. Can this include images? Do these symbols, signs, gestures, images say something about who we are, about what we value? And a landscape is the area or territory or region. So let's think about an area you are very familiar with. Let's say your house or coffee shop or wherever you are right now. Pause and take a minute to jot down a few notes to help you remember. Welcome back again. All right, let's continue. Okay, so a landscape, you can observe the symbols, or can you observe the symbols, signs, languages, and images around the area that you're currently in? Is this the same or different from other areas in relation to the one you are currently in? So, i.e. other coffee shops than the one you're currently in, different homes you have visited if you are at home. So then, in your particular space you are currently in right now, think about all of the symbols, signs, languages, images around you. How is it the same or different than other places that you've been in relation to the place that you currently are now? What does this say about the area you are in right now? Think about that for a second. What does this say? What can you think of? What ideas come to mind when you look around you and observe these languages? So what does this say in relation to other library, coffee shops, or homes, right? Does this create a value? Does this create a more pleasurable experience, a less pleasurable experience? Is this something you expected? Is it something you didn't expect? So pause this video and take a second to answer the questions. Okay, so it is proposed that the linguistic landscape may serve important informational and symbolic functions as a marker of the relative power and status of the linguistic communities inhabiting that territory. So this is saying how we create meaning from the images, language, gestures, and signs around us. We will explore this a little bit further when we get to cultural scripts, so don't worry just yet. I want this to be in your mind as you go forward. So let's put this in practice by checking out the hood where I grew up, Buffalo, New York, what, right? So we are first going to take a look at how Buffalo is marketed to tourists, and then we're going to take a few minutes to explore the images I provided on each page. So jot down some thoughts about what each set of images say about this area. So this is the images that they create to market to tourists. Take a second, pause this video, and jot down some ideas. Cool. All right, let's go to the next one. This is my Buffalo, right? So this is the Buffalo that I remember, the Buffalo that I definitely grew up in. So we have the mayor in our right-hand corner that says Buffalo is turning the corner, because we've had a long history of not the best reputation. But then when they say we are turning the corner, what corner are we turning? Is it drugs, poverty, crime? So I want you to take a few seconds to jot some ideas about this particular Buffalo. All right, let's continue. So Buffalo, a tale of two cities. So when looking at these two sets of images, would you say that they are the same place? Would you want to live in one rather than the other? Would you describe how would you describe these two regions? So take a moment to answer these questions. Next step, we will move on to connect linguistic landscapes with cultural scripts. All right, I'll see you next time.